you guys, it is William calling from wiwibloggs, and Switzerland has revealed Veronica Fusaro as their Eurovision 2026 singer with the song Alice. And yes, they did this several weeks ago, maybe even a month ago. We have been behind, but hey, we are catching up. Dab on.
Hey, you guys! Hey, William.
Should we watch and react? Let's do this! Now, that was all smiles in the intro, but this is a very serious song. I am on the SRF Swiss broadcaster website, and this song is holding a light up to gender-based violence. According to SRF, this song is all about transgressions of all kinds against women, and it's from the perspective of the stalker. A woman is being stalked by a man, and the song is from the stalker's perspective, sort of further erasing the woman, conveying the idea she is silent and indeed silenced. Speaking to SRF, Veronica said, quote, "You inevitably hear stories like this. I think about where I draw the line and whether and how these boundaries are respected." The subject of the song is a woman named Alice, but it could be Barbara or Sandra. This is what the singer had to say, quote, "I am Alice. Alice is my best friend, your sister, or the mother of an acquaintance." And she goes on to say that the song starts off very delicate and fragile and beautiful, but then suddenly the guitar comes in and tears you out of that idyllic scene. And the lyrics go something like this. "Alice, your pretty green eyes are magic, my precious prize. I've studied your ways, the way you behave. Can I spill my secrets to you? Alice, let me inside. I promise I'll be polite. No, I won't make a mess. Why are you looking so stressed? Just let me talk to you. I've been watching you." All right, we are hitting play.
It's interesting it opens with a shot that isn't the artist first.
Oh, it's a great mood.
Studied your ways, the way you behave. Can I spill my secrets to you?
You're taken to a place straight away.
I think Veronica is playing the ex that was invited to the wedding.
I won't make a mess. Why you looking so stressed? Just let me talk to you. I've been
I like her voice. It's like jazzy and rocky.
This is a rock song with a broken heart.
Oh, it's very haunting. This poor bride.
Don't you be scared,
Oh.
be honest. I live in your head. Oh, I'm lonely too. This world's been so
Veronica's intense. That you was so good.
This looks very subtle, certainly sounds uninvasive, but there's so many delicate moments here, and I don't want to miss them.
That's a nice part. The chorus is really good. It's soaring. I'm not getting the message I read at the beginning from this.
I think Alice is referenced in the third person here, right? So it's the story of Alice told through Veronica.
Oh no.
Oh dear. There's a layered complexity here, which isn't terribly obvious.
Veronica, I like you, girl. I like you. Oh.
And of course, the beautiful Swiss landscape has its moment here.
Your eyes, why are you turning cold from feather to stone? Baby, don't leave me alone.
Okay, this is really interesting. Yeah, I'm reading sapphic love story. I'm reading love story, you know, woman in closet, or not even in the closet, but woman marrying someone she's not in love with. Like, watching that video, I would not get the stalker, you know, danger vibe. I would get she's marrying a man she doesn't love and he's a little ick. It doesn't get to the seriousness of the lyrics, you know, shining a light, holding up a mirror to gender-based violence. It gives me something else. Now, if I were to park everything I read before about the song, I would have what is a beautiful same-sex love story, and I would be into it, and I would want to know, why isn't Alice with Veronica? Because they look real good together. Why is Alice so unhappy? I mean, the groom does look a little irritating. But yeah, it still works separately, but having read what the song is about and then watch the video, it's just a little confusing.
Turning cold from feather to stone, baby, don't leave me alone. Alice is actually cut from Veronica Fusaro's album, Looking for Connection, which is really a work of art. She really delves into human emotions here. And sometimes human emotions burdened by psychological abuse. It almost feels like there's an emotional warfare going on her LP. And Alice comes from that. So if you like this, I would strongly suggest you listen to her LP, giving you a broader sense of where her art is placed. Yeah? So this is 3 minutes of a broader piece of work, which is all joined up and quite cohesive.
But look, let's park all the meaning to the side. If I just evaluate this as a, you know, coming cold, I like the chorus. I think it really hits a point. It like takes you somewhere. I love when she goes into it. And it's as she said in all the intro when we were starting this video, it is fragile and delicate. It lulls you in, and then it kind of, you know, it hits you. It's like, boom, that chorus. And I think she's able to give you a lot of dynamism within a narrow range, if that makes sense. Like, tonally, the song is in this realm. And within that, she gives you quite a lot, actually. She plays with her voice at different times. Of course, it is a very tricky thing to convey this idea in a family show. Like, obviously, you're not going to go straight up literal. You could have contemporary dancers, but even that might be a bit, They're going to have to do this very sensitively if they want that idea, the core of the song, to come across. But maybe they'll take the route of the music video and not have that idea come across. But it would be a shame to kind of divorce the song from its meaning, which is what the music video has done. The music video is lovely, but it has in many ways divorced it from the meaning, or at least it's much more veiled. In terms of the performance, I really like Veronica. I think she has a presence. There's a steeliness to her. She's there with her glasses and she's looking right into your soul. She's staring right through you. She's like, I don't know, there's an all-knowing quality about her, a wisdom and a confidence, a quiet confidence. She's not like in your face saying, look at me. She's just letting her lovely voice, smoky, jazzy, sexy, speak for itself.
Alice manages to straddle an intense subject matter, but give it that airy, breezy, light flavor. It's about control, it's about manipulation, it's about power play, it's about emotional intensity, and it's about sort of like strained relationships as well. She shuttles between telling the story herself and actually being the mouthpiece of the one that tells somebody else's story. She takes on the victim's woes, not in a woe is me kind of way, but in a way to voice that pain. I like this, but I'm just slightly worried that I like it more because I've heard it before and I've tapped into the broader catalogue of her songs. Veronica typically sings in a much more laid back, rocky version. It's pop rock, it's very radio friendly, and it's honest, it's meaningful. I don't know enough about her to know whether, these are biographical in nature, but it feels and sounds sincere and does really tap into a deeper level of honesty that many shy away from, particularly those who are stepping out into a much broader audience. But yeah, she remains true to herself and remains true to her art as a way to highlight some of the pain that you go through, you navigate in your pursuit of love. This song was written in collaboration with Charlie McLean, and he's British, and they've worked together to create Alice and some other gems on her Looking for Connection EP. I have to say that it's the first time I've seen the music video. So the visuals do add a little bit of I don't know. There was a Big Brother feel about the video where it kind of moved for me from her own story of being Alice to telling somebody else's story, as she was in a lot of the shots, but she wasn't engaged with the audience. She was almost kind of either looking in or watching over. So it took on that third person feel. So it was interesting to see the music video, but the song I've heard many times, as well as her broader catalogue. She's been one of the artists that I've been looping quite a bit. I think that plays into how I feel about this entry. I think it does lack immediacy. So Eurovision may not necessarily be the right context to unveil this work, but she's the type of artist that, almost like fine wine maturing, the more you hear it, the more you appreciate it. But quite often, 190 million people that watch Eurovision, the vast majority of them, it's that 3 minutes, right? And I'm hoping that this has a way of cutting through.
I want to read some comments from the wiwibloggs Instagram. This is hair design by Barry. Hey, Barry! He says, we love it. It looks like she could win with that. Then we'll see you in Switzerland again. So it is a very strong song. I don't think our girl is winning. And in fact, I think semifinal qualification will be an uphill climb. Not because of the juries. I think the juries will really love this, but I think with the televote. I'm not yet convinced televoters are going to get behind this. But of course, we have not seen the staging. This has perhaps the most powerful, certainly one of the most powerful messages of any song this year, but will that come across? But a secondary question, do you even need to know that to like the song? So we will see. This is _SA_cha. She is amazing. I'm so happy she represents my country. She will do amazing, and Alice is just such a powerful song with a good meaning. This is Alsta Date, not following ESC this year, but damn, this is extremely good. She's my winner already. Leander Jan W, I like it. It's something different this year. This is Dr_D. Who is Alice? Again, some explanation might be needed for the viewers. But look, very positive comments here. These are all positive comments. No one is hating on the song in the wiwibloggs Instagram comment section, which is miraculous, let me tell you. So yeah, there are a lot of good feelings for this. The semifinal 2 running order is out. This is how it goes. Bulgaria, Azerbaijan, Romania, Luxembourg, Czechia, France, Armenia, Switzerland, Cyprus, Austria, Latvia, Denmark, Australia, Ukraine, UK, Albania, Malta, and Norway. Switzerland is sandwiched between Armenia, very upbeat, very in your face, and Cyprus, again, very upbeat, very joyous. There's going to be huge contrast there. Basically, this is a joyous, upbeat sandwich, but in the middle, you have a very serious feeling. You know, after people have that fun, will they be in the right headspace for something dramatic, something rocky? Will this be overshadowed by the kind of neon bread on either side? We'll have to wait and see what Switzerland do, but that's tough. That is a tough spot to be in for Switzerland. At the same time, you could argue she's going to pop out as a result. Maybe people want something dour and a little bit downtrodden and a little bit upsetting. Different strokes for different folks. But you know what? I do trust Switzerland when it comes to staging. They've been on point with staging in recent years, so it's hard to make predictions because we just don't know what we're going to get, because this act has so many question marks around it about marrying meaning and visual and like how far they want to take it. And you know, hey, look, I cannot offer commentary. We just have to wait and see.
Voting in this semi-final will be the host country, Austria, France, and the United Kingdom. Okay, it's not an obvious certainty here, but I'm hoping that the staging would give it an added lift and perhaps recenter its emotional depth and convey it visually. Blending vulnerability and confidence as well as musical resilience, Veronica Fusaro has done lots of live gigs, so she's very confident. She has a very assured personality. She's quite centered. She's been at Montreux. I believe she's also been at Glastonbury, you know, like these big events. And she's often been billed on the smaller stages of these events, but it doesn't matter, right? Live audiences are live audiences. And the smaller stages of these big events, you're still talking 30,000 people in the vista. So I'm very confident that, you know, Eurovision is something that is well within her grasp. You know, and Switzerland has a way of clinching onto juries' hearts. John's Tears comes to mind, where he won the jury vote and then finished in the top 5. But even last year's Swiss entry did get a good finish in the grand final. So yeah, I'm confident that this will have similar outcomes in Vienna, and yeah, it's good.
Well, that's what we think. What do you think? Do you think Switzerland can make it to the final? Will the juries get behind them as they normally do? And what about the people? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Yours truly is Devon Adarami. On Instagram, I'm Devon_Devon. Be sure to follow wiwibloggs on Pinterest, and we will see you later.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.